What's up, guys? Welcome back to Wishlist Wednesday. Now, if you're new here, hi, I'm Pete. What I normally do on Wednesdays is choose 2 plants from my wish list. Most of you should know what a wish list, what plant wish list is, or any kind of wish list rather. It's just plants that I know for a fact I can't. 95% of these plants, I know for a fact I just can't walk out the door and go buy them or even find them. Any of that. So I put these on my list to acquire these whenever I can, or if ever I can. Then I go over the aspects of these plants. As I said, can I purchase these? Can I find these? The growing conditions, things like that. So each week I choose 2 plants from that list and basically go over the aspects of them. Now, if you're new, my wish list plant consists of a lot of plants. I mean, a lot of them. Which is why they're on the wish list. You know, the prices are up there. So, yeah, I made a list and I go over these here plants and hopefully I can be able to get my hands on them. Now, make sure you are subscribed and the bell is hit. I think it's next week or maybe October. I will be going doing the list of the ones that we have acquired already. I might wait till December for the year. I don't know yet, but make sure y'all subscribe and that bell is on to keep you notified. But let's go ahead and jump straight into the video, you guys. As I said, I have 2 plants for you. One is a philodendron and then the other one is a begonia. Yeah, a begonia. Now, we love some begonias. I do have I think it's a 3 or 4 part series concerning different foliage. You'll see it. Definitely you'll see it if you are subscribed and the bell icon is hit. But yes, I have philodendron and a I would have to say Bronners Mars. Philodendron and a begonia for you guys today. When I did find these, of course, I was doing my research. Even I found one. I found this one when I was doing okay, begonia. We're gonna start with the begonia. I started with the I found this here begonia when I was doing research on the last wish list Wednesday, and this here begonia is not your average. It's not your average. Yeah, definitely not your average begonia. There are some begonias. This is not your average begonia, just by the leaf shape. We're not talking colors or patterns or anything of that nature. Even the name just okay. It might sound evil, but even the name drove me to do some research on this plant. But honestly, for me, for this plant, it was just the leaf shape and how this here thing grows. And once those leaves get bigger, it's just dramatic. Even when they're like, I won't say immature, but even though they're immature stage, the leaves still look the same. But of course, once they get bigger, it's more dramatic. Let's go ahead and show you guys this here plant. Now, this is a hybrid. We'll get into pricing later. This is a hybrid, you guys. It is called the Bat Out of Hell Begonia. Yep, Bat Out of Hell Begonia, if I'm not mistaken, or Cane Begonia. Bat Out of Hell Cane Begonia. I just know it's Bat Out of Hell, okay? And you get the picture. But as you can see by this here plant, it gives you a wing vibe. It gives you a bat vibe, bat wing vibe, okay? We'll just say bat vibe. I've never seen a leaf with that actually, I would say, actually resembles any part of a animal. Just like if you hear a panda plant, you know, you probably get the color, you know, white and black, which would be awesome. You know, it's like Dalmatian plant or something. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. Or well, they have elephant ears, you know, elephant alocasias and caladiums. They're shaped, well, especially the alocasias, they're shaped a little veiny, like big elephant ears. You know, you get it. So with this one, yeah, the leaves are shaped like the wings of a bat. But yeah, well, not on. Okay, we'll definitely talk about that. But yeah, this here plant definitely gives me those bat wing vibes. Would definitely love her to be into my collection. As you do know, I do love cane begonias um, way better than Rex begonias because of the hardiness, I would say. Now, the actual Rex begonias, we know they're known for how big they get in the foliage, right? Yeah, but they're kind of finicky, especially if you're not putting them in the right conditions or you're messing with the root system, things of that such, even propagating gold. So, yeah, I love Rex begonias. Don't get me wrong. All my spectacular foliage, you should know that. But the cane begonias are a lot more hardy, easy to propagate. I haven't had any issues out of any kind of cane begonias. I don't even think I've necessarily, well, I've killed one, and that was due to like under watering, but I've not necessarily killed one taking care of it. If you get what I'm saying, if it's underwater, then you're definitely not taking care of it. So I don't count that. But yeah, taking care of cane begonias is no issue for me. I definitely want this here bat out of hell begonia in my collection just for the name of itself, you guys. Hey, what kind of begonia is that? That's a bat out of hell. From what I was reading, it's the thick kind of like most, well, not most of them. Some of the cane begonias have a um, thick leaf, kind of like the ones you just seen. Was it yesterday or the day before or Friday when I did the repot of my series, fall to winter series? You see my cane looking glass begonia. Those leaves are thin, and then that other mystery begonia that I did not. I don't think I put a name up for it, but if I did, I'm telling you now, I forgot it now. So that begonia had those crispy, which is a strong word, crispy leaves. So it reminds me of that begonia. Now, if you take a look, some of the pictures don't know which order they're going to be in, and you should know. Now, at the end of these here, the end of the wing, tip, I would say, there's this little silver splash, kind of like teeth, vampire teeth, bat out of hell, you know. So it's just spectacular. From congratulates. Okay, I don't know the person name who made this hybrid, but congratulations to them. This is like a very interesting begonia for me. Again, it's not about the color, not about the pricing either, even though I have to purchase it. It's not about the pricing. So, pricing, you guys, this is a rare hybrid begonia. I don't see myself, I would definitely want this plant. Don't get me wrong, but I don't see myself spending I think it was like 248 or something for a like 4-inch, 4 leaf plant. It's rare, if I'm not mistaken, but it's a hybrid. So yeah, I can see myself spending that kind of money on maybe a philodendron. Yeah. If I wanted to bust heads with that kind of money, then I would definitely spend it on a philodendron, to be honest with you. Excuse me. Now, growing conditions, of course, are the same. Lighting conditions are the same. You give them the bright, definitely give them the bright indirect light. That silvery pattern that comes in that looks like the teeth or the tooth that I was telling you about. That definitely will show. And then also the little maculata or the little dots. If I'm not mistaken, maculata mean dots. The little white dots that are on there also intensifies with that bright indirect light, and then also the darkness of the leaves as well can vary depending on your lighting situation. We all know that. Watering is the same. You guys definitely don't want to overwater them. I give my begonias a semi-quick drain substrate just because of my environment here. Usually the air or the it's either air or air condition. Either the air condition or the heater is on, so it's usually dry within almost every spot in here, usually year round. So, well, except for like the bathroom and things. Yeah, bathrooms to be honest. But yeah, my environment is a lot drier, a lot more humid, so I have to kind of react that with my substrate. And the rest of my begonias seem to be just growing perfectly fine. Other than maybe some things that I've done wrong or dropped something on it, and then maybe snapped a few leaves in the stem. But other than that, they're growing just fine, and I would definitely want this here in my collection. Now, acquiring this here plant, as I said before, with the extra zeros, I would say a couple of years. Again, there are plenty of plants that you may have seen or heard me go over already that definitely can go above this here begonia. Not to say that the other ones are better than this here cane begonias. I can't say a few because we all know that I love my Marantas. So there are a couple. And, that they're a Thai constellation. So, yeah, let's just say there are a few. See, my light just turned on behind me. There are a few that are way more important, I would say, for me to get instead of that there. All right, guys, next plant. Now, hopefully you guys can still see me because what I'm looking at is the color of my shirt, which is my face. So, but I did notice the last 20,000 times when I try to adjust the light be fine, and I was subject. But hopefully you guys can see me. So the next one we have, you guys, is a plant. Okay, this is the plant that I've been looking for. It is a plant that I cannot find. It is a plant that I said I would never, and I mean never, buy online because I can find them here. Now, I've been, like I said before, I wasn't going to buy this. Definitely not. I can find these. I just have to go and find them, even kind of like the two. I'm upset about those. I grew those from babies. Yeah, she has a sister. I want her so bad, but let's go ahead and jump straight into her, you guys. This is the variegated philodendron moonlight. Oh my, 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 oh my. Now let's be honest real quick. Now I can say that personally and honestly, if I got this here variegated before I got my hands on the non-variegated moonlight, I will get it. Not possible, but I will get it. We'll get into pricing in a little bit later, a couple minutes. We'll get into pricing and things like that. Affordable. See my hand? Affordable. But yeah, I would definitely acquire this one before the actual green one if I can. But as I said, it'd be highly impossible unless I go to big box store and sometimes you get one that is variegated out of a zillion. There's one or two that so happened and got shipped to my local Lowe's or something. But other than that, oh God, that would be perfect. That would and they're like maybe $20 or something if you go there. 15, no more, definitely no more than $20. Yeah, definitely no more than $20 if you find them like variegated. Oh, especially highly variegated, I would lose my freaking marble. Okay, again, just because most stores don't sell variegated plants, or yeah, most stores don't sell that kind of high demand, or well, I'm saying high demand because they do have some high demand variegated plants. They don't sell rare or uncommon variegated plants, and if they do, as I said before, it's one of those mutations that somebody that the company, of course, wasn't paying attention, and some of them don't pay attention, and it just happens on its own sometimes. So they get shipped, kind of like the sport monstera, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, something of that nature. Monstera deliciosa, hopefully that's the right one. It's the green variegated sport, Aurea, or maybe Aurea, one of the two. Okay, you definitely can find those kind of spotted out, but of course the ratio has to be some kind of weird. But yeah, if I can find those before the green, definitely would get it, but not happening. As you can tell by the freaking variegation, is awesome. It is awesome. It kind of reminds me, that variegation kind of reminds me of the philodendron painted lady, the newer leaf. When it comes out, it's like that yellowish, oranges, bronze, bright orange color-ish. Of course, with all the little variegated pattern spot things on it. This here, variegated moonlight reminds me of that. Of course, the newer leaves, of course, are that pretty pretty color. And as it ages and matures, the leaf matures, then of course it darkens a little bit. Now, if you can get your plants in that light that it definitely deserves and need, then you definitely can carry more of that lime color that I love. I could eat that plant. That lime color, instead of like the first leaf or the newest leaf being just lime green, if you give it that bright then direct light that it definitely deserves and needs, then you will have more color on your leaves than just the actual new growth. Kind of sort of side note, like my Prince Orange or any kind of upright philodendron I had, usually the top leaves are usually the one that bursts with the color. Or mine, I was giving it direct sunlight, for at least a couple of hours in the morning and maybe a few more in the afternoon. And it was able to hold a lot of that original red, kind of like candy apple red for at least three or four leaves. And as it, matures and ages, I still was able to keep 3 to 4 leaves of that bright color as it grew. I'm not saying like this top part is still turning red and the way at the bottom we still have that pretty candy apple red. No, I'm saying as it matures, it's just pattern, just takes turns, each leaf moving up, yada yada. But give this plant the light it needs. I'm telling you, will not disappoint you guys. Pricing wise, yeah, affordable. Now I did find some. They are like 138, not dollars, of course. That's why I did this. We have UK prices. We have China prices, and when I'm mistaken, in France. Don't quote me on that. I forgot what their currency number letter thing looks like. But anyway, yeah, it's 138, and then I'm pretty sure it's plus shipping, and somewhere across the sea there's like another $30 to $40, which is okay compared to paying it here in the States, and we're talking close to $300. Yeah, maybe more, and I'm pretty sure maybe more, because if I go and dig deep in some research and can't find it here in the States, and usually if you could find it somewhere else and you can't find it here, about time you find it here, the price is going to be crazy sky high, and that's usually because the plant is probably in popularity right now. So, yeah, getting it. Let's say getting this here plant, you got to put a timeline on it. I'm going to say about, let's do about 2 years. I'm gonna do 2 years on the actual. It's bothering me, you guys. I'm turning it up. You probably won't be able to tell, but I was turning the brightness up. If anything, you probably noticed the lights got brighter. But yeah, giving myself probably about 2 years to do this, to get this here plant. Of course, I do have some more plants, as you heard before, that I am way in front of this. Yeah, there are some that are way in front of this, and I mean way. I would say about 15 to 20 more plants that are in front of this here variegated moonlight. Now, if I run across this here before any of the other ones, of course I'm going to grab it. It's not like, well, I'm not going to get this one because I want that one first. Whichever comes first, I'll be happy and take care of it, and of course post it, and you guys will definitely know. But yeah, this plant here is kind of sort of affordable. As I said before, lighting, bright indirect light would definitely work with these here plants. They are still philodendrons, so these philodendrons actually can grow with moderate to no humidity, compared to at least some of the rest of my uprights. But guarantee, if you give them a lot of humidity period to keep them warm, and I would say wet, they will definitely grow for you. So keep that in mind, even with your light. As I said before, lighting, again, giving that bright indirect light, these colors will pop. And I love my lime. As you can see, definitely, the colors definitely will pop And that is what we definitely look for, at least me, when I'm getting plants. It's not usually just the plant itself. It's, what happens if I intensify the light? Can these colors be more dramatic than what they are when I see them in the store? So, yeah, I definitely keep an eye out on that. Now, that plant will sit with the rest of my uprights. Usually sits in the bathroom, especially during the winter time. It's a lot warmer in there and a lot brighter. So yeah, guys, if these here pictures, that is it. If these here pictures did not do you any justice, please do me a favor. Go to your whatever your search engine is, whether it's Google, Facebook, Instagram, Yahoo, Ask Jeeves. I'm old. Google these here pictures and look at them for yourselves. Just like I said, but I always continue to say, usually once you look at a picture long enough or see those plants long enough, then it starts to rub off on you and now you have to have one. Lucky for me, most of these here plants I've seen for a while, and some of those was just like right there in my face and I couldn't help it. And my hand went to writing down on my wish list. So yeah, that's how that goes. But yeah, you guys, again, go check out these pictures if these are not doing you any justice. That's it here for Wishlist Wednesdays. I have like 4 more videos to do today, and I'm going to get started before the sun decides to look at me and I can't look at it. So yeah, I'm gonna see you guys next week, next Wednesday on another Wishlist Wednesday. Bye.